Welcome back to the gym here. Rick Bentley, Kelly Wells sliding back in here after the senior ceremony. I think we got to see it while Cliff and I were talking over it. Two guys honored out there today, Coach, and they've been pretty solid ones for us, let me tell you. Teddy Parham being one of them, and, of course, Jacob Brown the other.
Yeah, wonderful kids, and Teddy's dad probably had the coolest shirt I'd ever seen. It's had his son's picture on it, all the information about him, super, super cool, and just it's always fun to honor those kind of kids that do the right things all the time. So I'm thankful for both those kids and their families.
We don't. I tell you, if you're a bad dude, you just don't stay around very long, right?
No room for you here.
No question about it. So we'll take a look at the starters here for this Thomas More team, and I'll give you those in just a minute. I didn't get the starters before the game started.
We were busy.
A little bit.
Here they are right here.
Okay, here we go.
So you got Veith, Scott, Jones, Ross, and Jolly.
Oh, okay. Got a little bit out of order there. Okay, so Reed Jolly is a 6'5 junior from Alexandria, Kentucky. That's Campbell County. He gets a start. Wyatt Veith, I think was how they pronounced that, 6'3 and a sophomore from Hebron, Kentucky. Jalen Scott, 6'4 and a sophomore from Hebron, Kentucky. Jacob Jones, 5'10 sophomore from Jeffersonville, Indiana, right across the river from Louisville there. And Kyle Ross is a 6'7 sophomore from St. John, Indiana. Justin Ray, the head coach of the Saints. Bears will line up like this. Ken Warwick's a 5'7 freshman from Pikeville, Kentucky, in the running for Freshman of the Year in this league, no question about that. And Corbin Spencer is his running mate, 6'2 junior from Sandy Hook, Kentucky. We'll start Devin Collins, a 6'8 sophomore from Chapmanville, West Virginia, transfer from Marshall. And then the two guys we honored in the senior ceremony, the 6'9 senior from Clemens, North Carolina, Jacob Brown, and Teddy Parham Jr., 6'3 senior from Los Angeles, California. It's our last home game of the season, so let me give you this. Ty Compton in his third season, he's the head coach. The associate coach is Evan Faulkner. Assistant coach Sid Christ. The graduate assistant coaches are Hunter Shelton and Ada Duvall. And, of course, the student coaches are Isaiah Salyer in his second season and Spencer Howard, his first year with Coach Compton and his staff. Coach Compton, a brand new daddy. Things going well at home, and the Saints coming out in their black uniforms. They're nice of them to play along with our blackout today. Bears in the white uniforms, orange letters, numbers, and black trim.
Yeah, another exciting matchup here against two very high-quality basketball teams out of the Mid-South Conference who will both be leaving the Mid-South next year. Won't have an opportunity to play them again, so this potentially could be the last meeting between these two basketball programs.
Always could meet up next week in Bowling Green. We'll see. So here we go. It's Brown and Ross. Corbin Spencer controls that one for the Bears, and here comes Ken Warwick with the basketball. 2-3 zone, Kelly.
A little 2-3 zone, and I think there's a little correlation between the fact that we are 5 for 40 in the last two games shooting it from the three-point line, and great job of slipping that. And Coach Ray will have some things you'll have to adjust to and be ready for tonight, offensively and defensively, but you are going to see a ton of ball screen action.
You go 5 for 40 if you can get 6'9" guy layups right at the rim.
Yeah, we'll take that.
3 in the air, going to be short, tipped up, no good, and Spencer with the rebound for the Bears. Corbin, they get it to Ken Warwick, and Brown couldn't handle the pass. Might be a little low, about knee-high on that.
Right look, but you never want your big guy to have to bend over for those.
Jumper in the air, that is Jones, and it's good.
Yeah, he's been very prolific for this team right here. The difference in them winning and losing a lot of times has been because of his play on the floor.
So Brown with it. There goes Spencer right to the bucket, lays it up and in.
Great job of getting north and south. And again, we can't fall for the trick of trying to just shoot three-point shots tonight. We have to continue to play downhill, and that's where we've had our best success.
Also, that zone could cut off Parham's driving to the basket a little bit.
Well, they did it one possession, and out they came.
Okay, there we go. 3 in the air, good by Veith.
Yeah, you got to make him put it on the floor. That's his bread and butter. When he gets a naked three, he's gonna put that in.
So 5 for the score. 18-22 to play here in the first half. There's Parham with the basketball.
We like that when the defenders run into each other on the baseline. You got a great work by the senior, Jacob Brown.
Getting the bucket, and they're call 30-second timeout. We've only played a minute and 47 seconds, Kelly.
Yeah, I would say Coach Ray's not really happy that we've gotten either a layup, a missed three, and then an offensive putback. It's probably not his philosophy defensively, and I know it's not. So he'll get their attention real quick.
Now, you spent some time up there. You mentioned it during the women's game last year during the postseason, right?
Yeah, big time fan of everything at Thomas More. Their athletic director, Terry Connor, great friend of mine. And
Terry's dad was such a good guy, boy. I met him when I first got in this league in 1985.
Yeah, and they like to talk to Reds, too, a little bit.
Yeah, they
so
do.
That's always good. And I always get a chance to get up there. I try to and spend some time with them. I will hate that we're not going to be in the same conference and all that kind of stuff, but a big fan of both the men's and women's basketball programs. They do it the right way, and we'll root them on every night except for when we play.
Except when we play them. And I would tell you what Coach Connor's dad's name was, but we always just called him Coach Connor. So,
and that's been a trend. There's a lot of Coach Connor going on at Thomas More.
They sure have been. On the block is Jolly, trying to back down Parham. Half hook, no good. Collins with the board. And
the hard part to cover Reed Jolly is he can do those kind of things. He can sneak out on the perimeter, take you off the dribble. Yeah. Also a great back to the basket scorer, but he's also a great passer when he gets it in there. He's a tough cover.
He's a good basketball player, no question about it. Spencer gets to the free throw line, tries the pass, it's deflected, and Veith comes away with it for Thomas Moore.
That's over and back right there.
Sure was. He didn't get both feet established. And that pass is going to be
sometimes the basketball gods will correct those kind of misses, right?
Yes, they will. 17:28 to play. Bears with 1 point lead over Thomas More. Thomas Moore's ranked, they still 10th in the country, is that right?
No, I think they came off of that. They've had a little bit of a drive back to their 2-3 zone, which will switch out after certain passes.
Collins' eyes got to light up with a 2-3 zone now.
Yeah, no question.
And there goes Brown to the basket.
Work.
Kid Works knew that was coming, just stood there and waited on it.
Great execution, great movement by the Bears there. And, the hard part of that, when teams aren't used to playing 2-3 zone and try to do it for a certain opponent, you're just not used to playing it. So you have opportunities to capitalize, and we did on that one.
One bounce, kick out. That's Veith, no good. Collins with the board. And here comes Parham with the basketball. Going right to the bucket. And we draw a foul there.
Yeah, I think that was on the drive, not on the block.
Now, Kelly, earlier, last possession we had the basketball. Brown broke to the basket, and Warwick's found him. How good has Kean Warwick's been for this team?
He's been the difference. Let's just be honest with it. His ability to be a sharer on the offensive side, to find the people that are open, distributes the basketball exactly where it needs to be. But his level of effort is contagious as well, and that makes everybody have to play harder. He competes. He's a winner, and if there's a loose ball that's going down the hallway, he's going to try to get it. If there's a rebound, he's going to try to get it. Doesn't matter size, strength, whatever. He's just been the difference in this ball club.
I have him in class, and he loves it. He kind of grins real big when I call him a pest. On the defensive end, he's just a pest.
Yeah, he'll make you want to quit sometimes. I mean, he just has that ability about him. He just makes it hard, and this is a really good matchup at the point guard spot in this game.
Veith drove baseline, got right to the bucket for the layup.
Yeah, the one thing we need to put together, like, you want to take his jump shot away, but you don't want to get him a naked layup to the basket. So you got to play with some balance on that.
Warwick's playing against this zone. Now they're playing man this trip now, Kelly.
Yeah, no, they're still in their zone. They're just really trying to get extended. And the thing we're doing well is we're playing our man-to-man offense against it. And it's forcing them to have to try to find matchups, and it's making it challenging for them to be able to guard it.
First bucket Spencer's got 2 buckets. He's got 5 points now. The Bears lead by 5, 12-7. We're under 16 to play here. Veith finds Jones into the paint. Good.
Yeah, Jones is really, really good. That's his game. We've got to do a good job of guarding him and force him to take tough shots.
At 5'10", he's not used to having a height advantage over his defender.
That's right. He probably feels like he's all small guards want to be post players, so he's going to feel like he is one today.
Spencer Parham gets a little screen there. That's all it takes. Doesn't take much to get him to the bucket. Nice rebound that time by Scott.
Yeah, did a good job of getting through the knifing through the defense. Just didn't get the finish at the rim on that.
Nice drive. Kick it out wide open. Scott's going to pull back and shoot the three. Tip up, no good, but going to the free throw line will be Jolly. Foul's going to be on Spencer. Kelly, I saw something happen here just a minute ago while the action was going on. I wanted to ask you about standing down here on the baseline. Coach Williams walked over, and he was met over there and got a big bear hug from a big man over there, our old football coach. There's a lot of support in the athletics program for each other right now.
There better be. And we truly believe that a high tide lifts all boats, and when other teams are doing well, that just helps everybody's opportunity. And I think we've got a lot of giving coaches who really are here to serve the students and serve our university. And we do that. You know, Coach came out with a soaking wet T-shirt. His girls doused him. I had to run and find him a T-shirt to put on to come out here and to do post game, and couldn't be happier for a guy to, as hard as he and Coach Wheeler work, to see their success pay off.
No question about it. Parham trying to back him down. Warwick's on the wing. Collins will drive now.
There you go, Devin. That's a good drive.
Should have used the glass, didn't, and it bounced off the back of the rim.
He's having trouble seeing the ball go through the basket. Nothing wrong with that drive there. You just got to get it off the square and put that one in.
Football doing the concession stand for us today, is that right?
That is correct. They're going to take over ownership of the concession stand. I had to get on Coach Phipps a minute ago not to eat the profits up. He had to be careful to make sure we're gaining, not losing. No, just kidding. Coach has lost about 60 pounds. He looks awesome.
Yeah, he does. Ross missed the layup. He's down. Bears have numbers. Spencer bringing it down the floor. Hesitates at the arc. Warwick's will move it out now. Spencer's going to pass it out.
You got a mismatch in the post if we could take advantage of it.
Spencer says this is a mismatch out here.
Or we can send it out to Corbin, and he can shoot him a 25-footer.
Corbin Spencer has that confidence that every shot he takes is the best shot we can get. That's what he believes.
There's a lot of times that, like when he gets it going, there's nothing better out there shooting the ball or getting the basket, and he just has a knack for scoring it, and that's another reason of Kean being at the point guard gives him a chance to be that combo guard and off the ball a little bit.
Veith with the three, no good.
That's a
go
foul.
Over Parham's back. That's a foul.
Yeah, good job of checking out, but those things you got to be aware of. Reed Jolly's going to contribute on every facet of the game. That's offensive rebounding, defensive rebounding. He's guarding one of our best premier players on this end of the floor. He's just going to contribute all over the floor.
Sub coming in for the Bears, Bradley Bunch, 6'6" freshman from Big Stone.
Yeah, the freshman came out at Wilberforce like nobody's business. He had a game for the ages, and hopefully he can continue to play that well. It was great to see him have 22 points on the road against a really hot Wilberforce team.
Warwick's looking inside. There's nobody there. Spencer finds Parham. Three's short. Nice rebound by Jolly.
That's really the first one that we have kind of forced a little bit where we didn't have much action going.
Jones still has his dribble alive. Shoots over Bunch. Good.
Yeah, he's a really good player, and you just got to make everything as tough as you possibly can. And those shots right there are fine. You're between him and the basket. It's a tough two, and he ended up getting the bucket. But sometimes the offense is just better than your defense.
13 minutes to play. Spencer looking inside. Brown is in there, but he's got a big defender on him now. Warwick's gets it into the paint, kicks it out. That's Parham. He's driving. Warwick's is open now. Three in the air.
Good.
Money.
That means so much for our team when he's able to make his open shots. He's very capable. He just doesn't choose to shoot them out there. And most teams play underneath ball screens, and that time they went and doubled the ball handler, and he's got to be able to make those open shots to make the coaches think about not giving that opportunity.
5-point lead for the Bears.
The Bears are in their own zone defense here.
Shot is up from the top. That's a nice rebound that time by Scott coming from the outside. Three in the air by Veith. Good.
Yep, those are the best three-point shots. You get them off offensive rebounds, and you can kick them back out. And Veith has given them that element of shooting the three.
Parham trying to drive. Kind of hedge there to form a double team on it. Under 12 to play here. Warwick's is open again. Three from the top. Money.
Love it. And at this stage of the year, you can see both coaching staffs are calling out each other's plays. They know exactly where everybody's going. It's It's just a matter of who's going to execute better, and that's why it really doesn't matter in practice. The other team knows your plays, because the teams you're going to play in competition that are good are going to know what you're doing.
Lead is 5. Jones now starts a drive. Goes around Warwick. Don't see that very often, and he lays it in.
Yeah, that's going to be a good matchup, head-to-head right there. Jones and Warwick's at the point, and Jones is off to a tremendous start, as is Warwick's.
And there's Jones with a steal. And he missed it, but nice job by Spencer hustling back, getting it down the floor to Warwick. He drives to the paint. Stop, nice move, foul, and he'll go to the line after the media timeout.
Put the brakes on.
11:07 to play here in the first half. Bears lead at 21-18. We're back in a minute. UPIKE basketball. Welcome back to the gym. Bears are shooting 66.7% from the field and the arc. Thomas More is at 47% overall.
Yeah, a lot of high percentages right now early in the game from the field. And, again, we've done a good job. And one of the concepts you got to do with Thomas More, you got to figure out, do you want to give up the challenge three or the drive to the basket? And I think we've chosen to give up the drive to the basket to try to get them to settle a little bit. Now you got to find Veith. He's going to make it every time he's open, and we've done a pretty good job for the most part taking care of that. And the rebound margin's tied up 6-6. Turnover wise, Pikeville's got 3 turnovers to Thomas Moore's 1 turnover, 5 assists for the Bears to 2 assists for Thomas More. So as we get started up here, stats look pretty similar for the most part outside of shooting percentage.
Warwick's made them both. That's an area of the game where he has been a little bit spotty at the free throw line. Made both of those, get the Bears back to a 5-point lead, 23-18. We have the 11-minute mark tick off the clock here.
Yeah, here's what we talked about being a post player. We've got Jones playing on the elbow. Normally he's a point guard, and tough call right there. Certainly reach in foul, and good job by keeping active hands at that high post. Good help by Teddy Parham right there as well. You got Reed Jolly running the point for the Saints.
First foul on Warwick's. 2 on the Bears today. Jones with it, looks down inside, finds Jolly, and he just kept moving around until he got right below the bucket and laid it in.
Yeah, he's just very fundamental. Just nothing fancy really come from him. He's just going to get down there and work, and good job of coming off that slice cut and getting an ISO in the post.
Campbell County Campbell.
Yep, played great in the state tournament, was a 10th region star, and certainly a Hall of Famer if he's not already in there.
There's a 15th region star with his 3rd 3 of the game already, Kean Warwick's, and he looks like he's got locked in a little bit here.
Yeah, well, we've always said he's very capable of shooting it out there. He just chooses not to, and tonight they're helping off of him, getting free shots.
Gets the lead back to 6 here, 26-20. We approach the 10-minute mark. There's Jolly, spin, no good.
Airball Jolly there, and a second shot here. Every time we forced them to take a bad shot, they've gotten the offensive rebound.
Jones has to kick it out.
Short. Back-to-back air balls by the Saints.
Corbin Spencer into the paint. No good. Tip up, no good by Mark Vance, who checked in during the media timeout. Jolly with the rebound.
Yeah, good activity on the glass right there.
6'7" sophomore from Knoxville, Tennessee. Mark Vance, really interesting kid. Throw it down inside to Teton. And
good left hand.
He's 6'6" and a freshman, 255-pound freshman.
St. Henry staying in that northern Kentucky area for a lot of the recruiting.
A lot of talent up there.
No question. They don't have to go too far from home to find a lot of good players.
And you can have about 3 regional champions come out of about a 10-mile area up there, too.
It is interesting.
Parham spins, lost the handle on it, got it back. Reverse layup is no good. Teton with the rebound.
Yeah, just lost it a little bit right there. Maybe a little contact on the strip, but got to come back for the next play.
Teton looks a little taller than 6'6" to me. I don't know.
Yeah, he and Mark Vance are pretty – he's a little bit taller than Mark Vance in there.
Willis Mark at 6'7".
The one thing Thomas More really likes to do is create mismatches, and where they feel like they've got an advantage, they're going to try to ISO it in there, and they're ISOing in the post. And
nice job by Bunch.
Good help by the freshman, Bradley Bunch. Coach Ray says, get him out. Yeah. I've had that feeling before.
I've seen it a few times. Kean works with the basketball, gets a screen from Vance. He's open, 3 in the air.
Going for 4 of them.
That's 4 of them from the freshman.
Love to see that out of Kean Warwick's, not known for his shooting, but certainly not scared to do it.
A lot of kids play at 2 different schools. Kean Warwick's has graduation diplomas from 2 different high schools. How about him?
that is a unique perspective, no question.
Teton with it, bounce it once, found Veith. He's open, no good. And Mark Vance chases down the rebound. Here comes ball with Parham into the paint, around the defender. Just missed it, and Vance knocked it out of bounds.
Yeah, good drive right there. Just have to get the make. Nothing wrong with it outside of not finishing.
Matt Smith, 6'6", sophomore from Charlotte, North Carolina.
A lot of subs coming in here for the Saints.
Yep, there's number 30, Scotty Dowd. That name sounds familiar. 6'5" freshman from Fort Mitchell, Kentucky.
That is why it should sound familiar.
His dad was Mr. Basketball,
yes,
right?
And the curly-head sniper.
Played at Vandy. Bears with a sub as well during that.
Yeah, back to their ball screen action right here with roll and replace. And we've done a really good job of handling that so far. We've got to continue to do that for the next 27 minutes.
Smith hands it off to Veith. Bears kind of double team there. There's Jones, 4 on the clock. He's going to have to pull the trigger. No good. Parham with the rip and roar. Devin Collins driving to the bucket.
Good job of not forcing anything,
Yep.
keeping your balance and getting a good possession here. Oh, wow. Something happened there on the ball
Sure
screen.
did.
And you get rewarded with open 3 in the corner. Just doesn't fall for you.
Pretty sure that the Bears were guilty of an illegal screen right there.
Yeah, that was either a takedown or a foul.
One or the other.
However you want to put that in your scorebook.
Spencer in. Parham sits down for a moment.
Yeah, just sometimes resetting and getting back out there. Effort's been great. Just hadn't seen the ball go through the cup yet.
We have a couple of guys who've had that problem here.
We haven't shot the ball in a long time really well from the three-point line. So right now we're 6 of 9, and Kean's got 4 of them.
He's 4 out of 4, so it tells you the rest of the team's struggling a little bit. Although I guess 2 out of 5 is not struggling too bad. Jolly trying to back down Bunch. Gets that half hook good.
Yeah, that's what they try to do, is try to get those mismatches in there in the paint. And Reed Jolly's a tough matchup no matter who you put on him. You put a tall guy on him, he stretches you out. Short guy on him, he gets you to the post.
You like me, you go to state tournament sometime and you see some of these guys and you think, I hope he doesn't appear in the Mid-South Conference at some point.
Yeah, he's found a perfect fit. Like he and Coach Ray are perfect for each other. They just make a good combination.
Warwick's with a spectacular move inside. Got himself free, but realized that it was better for him to give it to Jacob Brown for the bucket. 31-24, 6 minutes to play.
Good first half so far from both teams.
Yeah. It's Smith with the basketball. They're looking inside.
That's a totally different position Bradley gave up that time if he doesn't back up.
In the corner, 3, Veith, good.
I'm not sure why we're giving him any space back there, but you got to make him deck it.
31-27. Media timeout coming at the next horn. 5:35 to play. Works the bunch.
A lot of holding going on out here.
Sure is. And there's
Right
Brown. Boy, both defenders went with him on that screen, and he didn't matter. He just took it right to the bucket.
A lot of chirping going out there. Veith likes to run his mouth, and Kean likes to run his mouth, and they're both sharing that opportunity.
Kean's quiet in the classroom, but that's about it.
Yeah, he's competitor. He's going to compete like crazy.
Jones gets the screen. That's Jones. Smith inside, missed it. But who's going to get the rebound? Thomas More has it and call a timeout. You know, Kelly, I'm different than a lot of people. There's a lot more possessions in a basketball game than there are timeouts. I always don't think that's a great move right there.
Yeah, it's kind of depends a little bit. It's the common as a coach, you're in the game excited, so you just you call it there, and I don't know. That's tit for tat. It's hard to tell players not to do that.
I understand that. Hope that if you're a Thomas More fan, you just hope that timeout doesn't come back to haunt you.
Need it, yeah.
Down the stretch, 4:58 to play here. Thomas More is standing. Bears are sitting. I'm still not sure if we got the 30-second timeout or if they went to the media.
There hadn't been any conversation good right now. The officials are having a powwow, but they don't know where the ball is. Thomas Moore's trying to figure out where the ball is.
Yeah.
We're trying to figure out if it's a full or a 30.
The ball should be on the sideline.
It should be, but they will not answer. There you go.
Yeah, there it is.
It's on the side. You spend your whole timeout drawn up underneath out of bounds. They tell you it's on the side. You're like, really?
Did you ever have a lot of coaches have an inbound set just called free, where you just try to get yourself free? Were yours organized?
I was never good at giving the free call to any of our. Yes, they would have probably loved the free call, and I can remember Bart Williams telling me a story that when he was playing, they had a color code, and whatever color code it was, when he yelled it out, Bart shot it.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And I said, man. I like that.
It's funny. We had Bart Williams after Todd May, and we had Blue Bart and Blue Todd, and they both meant the same thing, and you never knew what it meant was Bart's going to shoot it, and then Todd's going to shoot it, and that's what it was.
And if I had Bart or Todd,
I would let him
I'd call it a lot myself. I used to call Blue Chris Lofton. That wasn't what it was called, but
I would do that too.
It was number 4.
Donnie Jones led the country in assists, 14 assists a game, mostly throwing it to Todd. And then he had Reggie Gravely in there too. There's a three.
Wow.
It's not what we expect out of Cody Teaton.
Now, especially after he airballed his first shot from the corner, he's stretching our 5-man out and getting that three. Nice play out of a timeout there by Coach Ray.
Parham back in the lineup, gets a screen, kicks it out. Warwick's goes to Brown, short corner. He'll try to back his man down. There's Spencer. He doesn't know what to do with it. 3 in the air, money.
Great rotation there. You got caught up in the rotation in the half court, and their 5-man had to come out to guard R2, and that's probably not the design you want out of your defense.
36-30 as we approach the 4-minute mark here in the first half. Good basketball game here so far. Jones finds a teammate in Jolly.
Oh, missed a.
Jolly gets it back with 10 on the clock. Working against Teddy Parham in the corner. That's Dowd. His daddy would have shot that one.
And should have.
Yep, Jones hits the three from the top.
Way downtown by Jones right there. That's a big-time three.
I'm going to say this. If I had Scotty Dowd on my team, he could shoot it any old time. I'd pull him out of the stands right now and let him shoot it.
Yeah, now into a 2-3. A little bit of a matchup area.
Brown, Parham. That's Brown in the short corner with 10 on the clock. And we're going to have a foul on Teaton.
Yep, he had 2 hands on, I guess is the call there. No complaints from anyone. Media timeout.
Media timeout coming with 3:22 to play. Bears are on top 36-33. We're back in a minute. UPIKE basketball. Welcome back to the UPIKE gym. Lots of family situations going on around here. There's a UPIKE family right there. Dr. Roberts, faculty member here. His wife works here as well. And their youngster, who is way too much like his Uncle Josh, I'll just tell you, here enjoying the game. 36-33. 3:22 to go. Parham's going to throw it in under the bucket. 20 on the clock.
Big possession right here in the first half for the Bears.
Parham, three from the corner.
Ooh,
Off the rim,
like
no
to
good.
see him get going.
It's Dowd with a rebound. That may be one more than Scott Dowd got at Vandy because he didn't go inside too often.
It's hard to rebound him from behind the three-point line.
That's exactly right. That it is. It's hard to make a three from inside, too. That's what he'd tell you. There's Jolly trying to back down Parham. There's a bump,
an offensive
boy.
foul twice.
He's going to shoot a fadeaway, no good, and Collins goes in and cleans up the rebound.
Yeah, Spencer coming down.
Yeah. That's Parham. He gets into the paint, shot up good.
There you go. It's good to see him get started there. It's his first field goal of the game, and certainly can get hot really, really quick.
Put the Bears up by 5, 2:30 to play here in the first half. The basketball out there is Eli Howard from Newport, a sophomore. Shots off no good. Parham gets the rebound from the ground and does a nice job finding Collins.
Yeah, we got buys one. You're not allowed to roll over with the ball. It's a walk, but we'll take it.
Three by Spencer, no good. Howard with the rebound here. Going to hand it off to Jacob Jones, and I would too.
Yes, I would keep it in Jones's hand as much as I could, and a heavy dose of Reed Jolly behind it.
2 minutes left here. Jones gets the screen out high. Three in the air. Good.
Yeah, we're going to probably have to rethink a little bit. We're going underneath of that ball screen to try to keep him out of the paint, but when you do that, it gives him an opportunity to shoot it, and he's definitely figured that part out. He's 5 of 7 from the field.
Got 14 already. 38-36. Bears on top. Warwick's working. Gets a lane to the bucket. Still looking. Parham now with 8 on the clock.
Good defense right there by the Saints, and then a foul.
Parham knows how to draw the foul, too.
Yeah, he will force you, very similar to Reed Jolly, he will force you to either play good legal defense or you're going to have to commit a foul or he's going to score. I do see the Bears in their throwback baseball uniforms today out there. I love the old accordion Bear.
Yep. Got that on my Letterman's jacket.
Yes, you've got the prettiest Letterman's jacket around.
And 1:27 to play here. I need to break that out. I've worn that this winter.
Well, it really, you never know which day to wear it. It might be 70 that afternoon.
You never know. Spencer with the basketball. Working against Jones and lost it.
Yeah, those are the turnovers you got to get rid of.
Jones, DeVeith, out high. He's looking for a guard, didn't have one. Jolly.
ISO on the side right here, which you'll see a heavy dose of this all day long. Yeah, traveling.
Oh, you're going to call a foul. Oh, my gosh. That's not the first time that Ty Compton and that particular official have disagreed on a call.
Yeah, same.
Going all the way back to high school.
Yeah, he missed that one.
He did. 1:01 to play.
But a good effort right there. You can't fault the effort.
No.
This is our out-of-bounds play that we run constantly called Ram. And sheesh.
I'm sorry, that was Jolly on the rebound. It was deflected out of bounds.
Yeah, I think Teddy did hit that one last. He doesn't believe it, but
he's lucky there wasn't a foul called there, to be honest.
Yeah, if we'd have checked him out, we wouldn't have to worry about that.
No. Under a minute, 56.4 to play here in the first half. Scott got it to Jolly, a long way from the bucket for him. That's Teton. Three in the air by Jolly. Good. Guess it wasn't too far away from the bucket.
Yeah, and that's okay. If Reed Jolly shooting threes all night, that's probably good for us versus him being in the post, fouling everybody out. He hit a big three dagger against me in my last game at Thomas More, which I think was his first three of the entire season at the buzzer.
It's a good memory to have, right?
Yeah, it's great.
Thomas More leads by 1 here. 21 seconds, 10 on the shot clock. Parham lost his balance, got it over to Bunch.
Great job moving the ball.
Sure was.
JB with the three at the top of the key.
He is no stranger to shooting out there. We just need him inside more. 6 seconds on the clock. Bears with a lead. There's a steal by Warwick. Gets it down to Bunch. He's going to beat the buzzer with a three. Good!
Get off the floor, Zana.
44-39. Bears are going to take a 5-point lead to recess. They keep scoring this game of basketball, and so far it's working out well for the Bears that they do. It's 44-39 at recess here. Kelly and I are back here. We'll take a look at the stats. And Kelly, if you shoot 59% from the field, there's a pretty good shot you're going to lead at halftime.
Yeah, no question. And it's a little bit worrisome that we're only up 5 at the half against a very, very good basketball club, but certainly taking really good shots, getting to the basket, mixing in a three-point shot, and, being 9 for 14 from the three. And we've kind of looked back. If we get ourselves in a position where we make 11, 12 threes, we've really got opportunities to win games, and we're right on track to do that here tonight.
If it can be troubling to lead by 5, 59% and only 4 turnovers.
Yeah, and, it's just it's going to be a ball control type of game, and it's not that we're a defensive juggernaut either. I mean, they're shooting 47% from the field and 44% from the three, 7 for 16. So not a lot of fouls being called in the game. So far only 6 free throws taken, 3 or 4 from the line for the Bears, and 2 of 2 for the Thomas More Saints.
They just don't miss free throws up there, do they?
Yeah, if you're relying on them late game situations to miss free throws, you're going to lose.
That's That's a poor plan, right?
Yes, that's
hope is a
not
poor
a good strategy.
So individual scoring, Ken Warwick's
killing it.
14 points, 4 out of 4 from the outside, 2 out of 2 from the line, 7 assists and 14 points. I'm a big believer. One thing, Chance will come through sometimes and tell me somebody scored 54 points tonight. I say, okay, how many shots did they take? Ken's got 14 on 4 shots from the field.
Pretty efficient as I see it.
That's not bad at all, right
100%
there.
maybe.
Jacob Brown, 6 out of 6 too. He's got 13 points. And then we got Corbin Spencer with 11 to go with 4 boards. And we got 3 points for Bunch, 3 points for Parham. And Collins and Mark Vance played in the first half, failed to score. Thomas Moore, 14 for Jones. Well, he's really good. Veith with 11. They have 9 for Jolly and 5 for Teton, and that's it, and that's all.
Yeah, 4 guys in the scoring column whatsoever, and it hadn't quite been good enough, but it's been really, really good. And, if Coach Ray could get a heavy dose of Veith and Jones and Jolly, I'd say he'd be okay with that.
I'd say he'd take
probably
it.
Not a terrible strategy not to let the other guys shoot.
I'd say that's probably a good idea, that if they do all the shooting, you're going to be okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Kelly, another third year out of basketball coaching. I know you miss it. There's no question about that, especially this time of year when we're getting ready to stare down another tournament. What do you miss most?
I think for me is just the camaraderie of a team, not having a team. While I have a huge team of coaches and players, you don't get that opportunity to get as close to them and be able to be on the road and get to know them and just continue to follow their lives and those kind of things. And I miss not having a team to coach and a team to prepare. And it doesn't matter what you do. There's no other way to get the excitement like Cliff had at his game.
Right.
Like you don't get that by balancing your budget, and you don't get that by getting a key request. You don't get that by the certain things I get to do. But I do get to join every single one of our programs and have joy with them.
And so there's good and bad. There's give and take.
Yeah, I don't miss the bus rides. I can assure you of that.
Well, you got a feel for it Thursday night.
Yeah, we did, and that reaffirmed that I don't miss the bus rides.
The one trip you take and you go 4 hours into Ohio. There's a backdoor cut, and layup good to start the second half by Veith.
Yeah, we didn't do a good job on the last screen of that, where Veith is such a great scorer. We didn't do a good job at last person hedging or switching that double high reverse screen. And
you did a poor job of planning the one road trip you're going to take this year too. We'll get off of that one now. Warwick's looking for help.
Yeah, got caught in there. They've switched up a little bit, put a little taller player on Kean right here, and that's not our best offense running everything through him. He's got to get everybody else involved in that.
Here comes Veith, who carried the basketball. There was no call. Scott, that's Jones coming to set a screen for him, but he's just going to kick it over. That's Jolly with the basketball. Ross, everybody's touching it. Jolly gets it back, and 11 on the clock is probably going to be the last one to touch it.
Yeah, while there's all kinds of action, that's where they want it to end up.
Shot is off, no good. Rebound is claimed by Parham.
Yeah, Teddy's done a really good job on Reed Jolly in the post and being physical with him. And
shot was just too strong.
Yeah, you better get in front of Jones. He is ultra fast.
We have Jolly with it out high. Hands it off to
Oh,
Ross.
Lord.
Boy,
we just say just go ahead and shove him out of the way, and official standing right there right in front of it looking, and
it's like hockey.
nothing.
Leads down to 1 now, 44-43.
Yeah, great start coming out of the gate for the Thomas More Saints.
And again, if they'll let you just shove somebody out of bounds, go ahead and do it. There's one that we need.
Big shot by Devin Collins. Good to see him get off the zero mark too. He's been struggling seeing the ball go through the basket. Maybe that'll open that rim up for him a little bit.
47-43 now. Bears back by 4 with 18:02 to play. Jones, most dangerous guy wearing black in this game. There's a wide open shot for Scott. No good.
Good hustle there by Devin Collins to snatch that rebound out of the jaws of number 24.
That's Ross, and you're right. That was great. Warwick's, that's Collins. Hopefully he's got a little confidence after seeing one go in. There goes Spencer to the bucket. Collins 3 from the other corner. Off the iron, no good. Out of bounds. Kelly, while I have a second here, I've been waiting on the ball to go dead. We have a celebrity in the house tonight that you may not know.
All right.
But the first outstanding women's basketball player we ever had here, Teresa Ray, is in the house tonight. It's good to see her.
I had a chance to talk to Teresa last night and also today. She's super excited. She flew in for the Glory Road game at the high school and had an opportunity to visit with her today too.
Warwick's holds on to it. There's Collins.
Yeah, I'd say this one's going to get a little bit more physical as we get going.
And there goes Parham off the back iron, no good. Collins tips it, no good.
Good hustle here by the Bears.
Nice job by Parham coming away with it. Working on Jolly. Jolly knocks it away. He gets it back.
Yeah, Teddy's going to have to calm it down a little bit, getting a little bit, forcing it a little bit.
Now he's open for a 3, and that one is off, no good. Collins chases it down, finds Parham going to the bucket, no good.
Good night.
Boy, how many times that kid going to get knocked down before we get a foul call, and that's a jump ball. It'd stay with the Bears, but still.
That is a physical few possessions. In our push in the back, we got by with one. We pushed Veith in the back down there to get the possession back. Fisher's going to have to open her eyes up a little bit right now. It's getting physical out there.
Yeah, Teresa Ray was the first really big basketball player we had here on the women's side. It's great to see her coming back up and watching the Bears play.
Yeah, she's smiling from ear to ear, too. She's had a blast. She said she enjoyed the game being down here in the old gym, but also was excited to see the golly, folks. I mean, it's literally a push and shoving match right now. It's not basketball out there.
Jolly's second foul. Well, anyway, we're glad to have her back.
Yes, we are.
Anytime we can get her in here, it's a good time. And Warwick's looking to the bench to get the play call. 15 on the clock. Collins hands it right back to him. Down the lane. There's a good look to Brown.
Great job of moving the basketball. And the hardest thing to guard in basketball is dribble penetration. And Keegan got in there, created a help situation, did a great job of dishing it off for the layup.
Another hard thing to guard is a feisty little confident guard, and we got one out there right now.
On both sides of the floor.
Yes, we do. And there's a layup by theirs. 49-45, 16-11 to play here.
Switching back to their 2-3 zone here. They're mixing their man-to-man and their 2-3 up.
Brown. That's Kean Warwicks, who has 8 assists to go with 14 points. And there goes Parham. Rebound claimed by Ross. Jones gets a little bit of a screen and a charge. I don't know if Kean Warwicks is always in position, but he always makes it look like he's in position.
He gets his body squared up so well. Yeah, I don't know that I agree if that was a charge, but I may have to agree a little bit with Thomas Moore. But he did do a good job of getting in front of the basketball, and there was contact made on the drive.
He'll bring it down this way for the Bears. But didn't give him an assist on that last basket, and I'm sure he deserved one. We still got him with 7 assists, 14 points. There's Collins at the elbow. He's going to shoot it. Leaves it short. Ross with the board. Jones calls out a play. It might be, I'm going to drive it to the bucket. Nope, he does give it off to Ross. 3 in the air, no good. Deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with Thomas Moore with 15-12 to play and 20 on the shot clock.
We must have had a great run at the cheer event. Alum Jeff Campbell's giving me updates. Nasana Hounshell was named Assistant Coach of the Year. And we had several first team, second team conference members here as well. And we finished 4th in the conference play.
Collins got the rebound for the Bears.
And Vance finished 5th.
Nice. 3 for Collins. It's going to be short. Jolly with the rebound. I'll tell you what, they work hard.
Yeah, there's no doubt. They put in as much time or more than any teams that we have on campus, as well as just great people too.
Jones on the drive, kicks it into the corner. Veith.
Yeah, Devin put together about 3 bad possessions right there. He can't help off of Veith right there.
Told this story before. I was with Robert Staggs. He was the AD at the time. When he asked me if I wanted to ride over to the high school with him, and I said, sure. And when we were driving over there, I said, why are we going to the high school? He said, I'm going to ask Jeannie to be my cheer coach. And I thought, there's no way Jeannie's going to say yes to this, but I want to be there to see it. And I'm telling you, we knocked on her door, and she came out, and he told her what he wanted, and she said, I think I can do that.
Yeah, Jeannie puts in a lot of time, and Nasana, her assistant, does a great job as well. They've made a good team. Bunch back in the game for the Bears here.
I give Jeannie a hard time. Tell her, not everybody I know that's got a street named after them. And Rob tells her it's not really a street. It's more of a parking lot that's named after her. But
nonetheless, it is what it is.
Her sign's on it and ours is not, I'll tell you that much. Spencer with the basketball. 2-point lead for the Bears. Spencer into the corner to Bunch. He gets into the paint, spins, too hard.
Good drive, just didn't get the finish. They're doing a great job and late in the shot clock under 10 seconds, switching to their man-to-man out of that 2-3.
Nice job by Jolly keeping that one in front court for Thomas Moore. He's working on Bunch, the freshman, and fades away and gets it in the bucket. We're tied.
Yeah, they've mixed it up where he was in the post. Now they're putting him at the top of the key to kind of go 1-1, and we've got a tied game right here at the UPIKE gym, 49-49.
Parham gets a screen. There's Warwick's 3 in the air. No good. Nice job on the glass by Brown.
Yeah, great job of penetrating and pitching, and Kia didn't get that one to go, but Jacob Brown with some great work on the glass.
And we're going to have a whistle. What are we calling, boys? There we go. Alternate possession goes to Thomas Moore.
I think they're going with a philosophy, if you foul so many times, you just can't call them all.
And it's working.
Yeah, that was a bad official possession right there.
13-18 to play.
Yeah, we're going to have to toughen up. I noticed that one of the bench players went out and got Reed Jolly's mouthpiece out of the locker room, so I can imagine what the concepts are at this point.
Yeah, exactly. Jolly has it, working against Parham. That's a charge.
That's absolutely a charge. Should do it. Should have been the third charge of the night for Reed Jolly.
Yeah. You extend that arm, I don't care what kind of position that defender's got, that's going to be a charge.
And you know when you fall dead straight onto the guy guarding you, then you've ran over him. That's a charge.
Pretty good indication. Jalen Scott, sophomore from Connor High School.
Yeah, a lot of Northern Kentucky flavor for sure on the roster here for Thomas Moore. Justin Ray's a greater Cincinnati area guy and certainly fits that mold really well and does a great job with it. There's Miss Ray down on the baseline with Robert Staggs right now.
Yep. She'll get away from him pretty quick, I'll tell you that much. Tied at 49, Parham, and just had his pocket picked that time by Jones. And now we've got a tie-up down here, and Parham fouled him. I think their goal is to rough us up. They want to hit us in the mouth and see how we respond.
Yeah, they want to be very physical, but it wouldn't hurt us at all if we passed the basketball too. That would be a great concept to have right now. Teddy's trying to do it by himself right now, and his heart's right, but his execution isn't.
He's going to get a seat on the bench and maybe go down and speak to Teresa Ray.
Yeah, he'll get a chance to regroup right here.
Yeah. Jones with the basketball, kicks it out. That was a walk, no call. Veith shot no good. And it's going to be out of bounds to the Bears.
Good hustle on the sideline there by Scott going after the loose ball.
Some of my Millard boys down here caught him, keeping him going out of bounds. Ronald
kept
Gwynn
him safe on the bottom bleacher.
Connor. Good people. Collins with it. We're approaching the under 12 media timeout. Bunch steps back, doesn't shoot. Brown begging for it down there. Spencer's going to drive the baseline. Fadeaway jumper off the iron, no good. Bunch with the rebound. There's a three for Spencer. That's better.
Great job. Way to stick with it.
We're going to call a 30-second timeout here with 12:04 to play. Yeah, it was something you were big on, Kelly. Call a timeout out of a bucket and not when things are going bad necessarily.
Yeah, you get a chance to set your defense, and sometimes it's exhausting to get those baskets, and everybody's got their own take on whether they want to do that, don't want to do that. I always liked it being momentum. You had their attention after a good make, and they would listen to you a little bit better than on a downslide. Sometimes you just need it for rest. You got to recover a little bit, exert a lot of energy. Just retook the lead back to get a 3-point lead, and you want to set your philosophy what you want to do here on this long timeout.
So the bucket gave the Bears a 52-49 lead. 14 points for Corbin Spencer now. He and Warwick's with 14. Brown leads the way with 15. Brown still hasn't missed.
Yeah, he takes those high percentage shots, and the more we can get him involved, that means he's getting layups and dunks at the rim, and want to try to do that as much as we possibly can.
And then when you step out and hit your only three of the day, then they have to come out and guard you out there too.
Yeah, let's cover a few stats right here. The Bears are up 21-18 on the rebound margin. Have 8 offensive rebounds, 13 defensive rebounds, 14 assists for the Bears. That's a wonderful stat to only 6 turnovers. 8 assists to 5 turnovers for Thomas Moore, and the Bears shooting 46% from the field or 44% from the field, and Thomas Moore 46.
Jones going to run it down for Thomas Moore. We're under 12 now, so we'll get the media timeout at the next dead ball. Ross posted up in there against Brown, trying to get into the paint, and draws the foul on Brown. He'll go to the line with 11:49 to play. That should send us.
That is laughable inconsistency.
Yes, it
is what that is.
That's not much contact considering how much bumping's been going on the other end.
Yeah, obviously it's a different guy under the goal, but certainly does not play along the scope of the game as the way it's been played.
11:49 to play here. Bears on top by 3. We're back in a minute. Bears basketball on the Bears Network. Welcome back here to the UPIKE gym. Bears on top by 3. Kelly, you've been staring at the stats there for a moment. Anything jump out at you?
Yeah, we got 3 guys in double figures for the Bears. You know, Warwick's with 14, Spencer with 14, and Brown with 15. On the other side, you've got the same. You got Veith with 15, Jones with 16, and then Jolly coming in with 13. So both teams, a lot of similarities between everything stat-wise and production-wise.
Free throw is good. Thomas Moore now.
That is his first point of the game, I think.
5 out of 6 from the line as a team. Missed that one. May have found our guy, Kelly.
Yeah, that's his first point of the game on the stats for Rose.
11:40 to play as Morris gets it across 2-3 zone.
Yeah, you'll watch late in the shot clock. They'll get to where they match up.
They
kind of
already have.
Yeah, they may. Usually when that hits that high post is when they try to get to that matchup. Well, at least we used to try to do that.
Warwick's with 7 on the shot clock. Still has his bounce alive. Goes in off the glass and good.
Very nice, strong move there. Took advantage of the mismatch there. I think they subbed in Howard into the game, and Kean liked that matchup.
Newcath product. Bears by 4. Jones on the drive charge.
Yeah, not a charge either, but certainly a travel.
It wasn't a charge, but again, that's Kean Morricks, who can always make you believe that somebody just flattened him.
Yeah, he didn't dribble from the three-point line of the block, but that certainly was not a charge. But
Mountain basketball has become optional in the game in many ways.
A lot of the stuff that happens from the NBA trickles down into other levels, and certainly there hadn't been a walk called in the last 10 years of the NBA.
No. Bunch hands it off to Collins area, and at the same time, it's not normally the way it goes. Works. Collins. Parham throwing it down inside to Brown. He kicks it out. We're going to have a foul.
Good job finding the mismatch right there. And out of their zone, they didn't get the matchup they were looking for in the post, and did a good job of delivering that ball to JB and catching a foul there. It's five team fouls on Thomas Moore.
Bunch with it. There's Parham on the drive. Boy, that looked like offensive foul. It was. Came up with that elbow high, and whether he made contact or not, it just didn't look good.
Yep, he did. It's a good call as well. Now it's our turn to respond down here defensively.
10:43 to play.
Back-to-back charges on 2 possessions.
You won't see back-to-back blocks called very often.
No.
Jones, Parham guarding him. It's Veith with the basketball now. Scott into the corner. 3, Howard, no good.
Great rebound by Teddy Parham. High and 2 hands all over it. No foul.
Gives him 6
Still no foul.
Game. Still no foul. Well, now we get it. When do you, in a game like this where the calls just aren't coming, how much coaching officials do you try to do, and how much coaching your team do you focus on?
A little bit of balance, and we got a little chirping here. Jones and Parham both chirping back and forth a little bit.
Interesting that it was the freshman Warwicks.
Yeah, kept things all together.
A lot of subs here, too. Warwicks just went out.
A little confusion right here on everybody's part. I'm not sure what the holdup is.
Well, I hate to be this way, but it does start with the officials.
Yeah, they can control it. The outcome will be how they want it to be.
Bunch with it now. Looking. Still looking. Corbin Spencer. Size advantage on Jones. Drives to the baseline. He's cut off. There's Bunch. 3 in the air, and that's good.
Boom. Closely guarded. Still rose up over Jolly. Got him a 3 ball to go in.
You and I had a good angle on that one, Kelly. That was money all the way, wasn't it?
Yeah, he did, no hesitation at all, and closely guarded, still got it in. And coaches having conversations with the officials who have done a very, very poor job of controlling the action on the floor, but now they want to try to act like they can control the game from the.
We don't need your help.
From this point, it's a very poor philosophy.
We're a little late getting into this break, so let's just keep it here. As I look around here, Kelly, a lot of alums here that a lot of people don't necessarily see. Jimmy Kent Kerr over there, he's in our Hall of Fame.
Yeah, if you're ever around here whatsoever, he might walk on top of you because he's putting some miles on the street. And it's always good to see Jimmy Kent when he's walking around. Always has a positive word or two to say to everybody around.
He must go through a pair of walking shoes about once a month.
Yeah, he had that little scare with his health, and he has literally walked himself into great condition, and I probably need to join him some days.
Wouldn't be a bad idea for either one of us. So 9:55 to play here. Bears on top by 7. You got on the elevator with us on Thursday before you went on your 3-hour tour that you took, and looked at me and said, "You don't have any clothes to fit you anymore, do you?" I told Marcia that and laughed.
You and Coach Phipps both have. We're going to put you on the missing persons list pretty soon.
I decided that it's time to take my diabetes seriously. I joked with somebody and said, I'm just really trying to make it easier on my pallbearers, but I don't know if that went over too well.
No, that should not have went over too well.
Here's Reed Jolly with the basketball. We're back to action. He's going to shoot over Bradley. Shot no good. Nice shot by Corbin Spencer going in and getting that rebound.
Yeah, that's a win for the Bears right there. If we get him selling for jump shots, that's a good thing for us.
Spencer on the drive.
Jones does a really good job one-on-one defensively. He is as good as they come.
Oh, that was a sweet move right there.
Yeah, got Veith on the crossover and got the first open look he's had today. And maybe that will get him going a little bit.
The lead is quietly out to 9 now with 19:15 to play.
Yeah, biggest lead for the Bears so far today.
Jones was open for the 3, decided not to pull the trigger. Teton gets rid of it to Scott. Body's flying inside. And
Wow,
there's
what
a
a
3
big shot. Big shot by Scott right there. He's done a good job on both ends of the floor. Very physical defender and did a great job of popping out there for the long 3.
The drive was Spencer cut off. I was looking on the bench, didn't see Warwick. He's at the table for the next dead ball, and that's a good shot right there by Corbin Spencer.
Good finish by Corbin. Didn't get too much into the traffic, kind of stopped short of it and got a good little teardrop shot.
He takes more shots that I say no, yes than anybody on the team, I guess.
Here's the ball screen action.
Jones got his man in the air. 3 out of the corner for Veith, and it's good.
Yeah, you got to press up on him and force him to put it on the floor as best you can. And Teddy just got a little late on that closeout. Great shot by Veith. He's very capable.
5-point lead for the Bears. We're at the 8-minute mark here of the first half, or second half, I should say.
Really like the action from the Bears. We've done a good job of really moving well without the basketball and got lucky right there. Very fortunate right there.
Brown's right man, right spot that time. And he lost his footing. Well, look, if he didn't travel when he fell and his legs went in the opposite directions, you probably ought to wait till he actually travels to call it.
Yeah, he did just fall straight down.
7:47 left here in regulation anyway. Bears trying to pull off the sweep of Thomas More. If you missed it early, number 1 went down.
What an amazing game.
UPIKE women showing that they're a factor. Jones on the drive, good. We're going to call a goaltend on a made bucket. That's what we got going on right here. And to cover up, he goes in and talks to Brown about it. Man.
3-point gamers, 7:30 to go. Bears have to keep responding and keep their heads about them.
Warwick's into the paint, comes to a jump stop. That's Bunch from the baseline, no good. Nice hustle for the rebound by Howard, and that's a foul.
Foul on Kean Warwick's on the
We saw that in the women's game, Kelly. Sometimes when you're on the ground, people fall over you. It's a foul. You don't really do anything to draw it, but, you know.
Yeah, good. A tremendous hustle right there. Just unfortunate to get a foul. There wasn't anybody in the building that agreed with that, but it certainly doesn't matter.
That happened to Haley Free in the women's game. So
sure
they can tie it with a 3 this time. Jones gets rid of it. Teton. It's Jolly. Back to Teton. 12 on the clock. Here we go. Jalen Scott. Teton. There's Jolly. Jones will probably be the one who shoots it. He spins, and lots of contact there.
Yeah, that's a foul. No matter how you do it. Good help, good idea. Just can't make contact.
So Jones at the strike. He hasn't shot a free throw yet. Missed it.
Yeah, kind of fell off of the line shooting that one.
Yeah, might have found the chink in his armor here. Collins in, Parham out. His 4th foul on Teddy.
Yeah, did a better job of keeping himself in the same footprints on that free throw.
Yep. Key to free throw shooting is what?
Repetition.
Confidence.
It doesn't matter exactly your form all the time, but you have to something you got to practice all the time.
Bunch with it. 15 on the clock. Here comes Warwick, gets a screen. Collins going to drive it this time. Got a lane. Just couldn't finish. He'll go to the line for 2.
Great drive to the basket, and known for his shooting, got pressed up on and did a good job of driving to the rim. Love to see him make that one and get to the line to get a chance for an old-fashioned 3-point play, but 2 free throws nonetheless for Devin Collins.
This kind you and I used to get. 71.9% shooter is Devin Collins. That's good.
Nothing but net on that one for Devin.
Bears lead back to 3. And 4. Warriors going to stay up on Jones.
Yeah, that's probably not a terrible idea. The best way to guard good players is not let them catch it.
6 1/4 to play here in regulation. Scott with the basketball, got rid of it to Teaton. He gets it back, 3 in the air, and it is off the back iron, no good. Look at Jones flying in for the rebound, lost his footing.
They just called us for the exact same walk just a second ago.
Yep. Shot no good by Jolly. Collins with the board.
This is a very physical game, Rick. The conference is known to be physical, but like this is probably another extreme.
That's 8 rebounds for Devin Collins. Warwick's on the drive. Collins, dotted line jumper, no good.
Not a bad shot whatsoever. Had a size advantage, lifted right up over top. Shot Devin can make all the time. Just didn't get the friendly bounce.
Okay, if I say that I'd like to see him use the glass, even though he was straight in front there.
Yeah, it's kind of player choice.
Jolly on the drive, spins, sees the bucket, missed it, but nice hustle for the rebound by Howard. Jolly gets it back, and he gets another shot here. Scott's 3 is good. He was on the line. And
that was definitely a 2-point shot.
It's now a 1-point game, under 5 to play.
Yeah, you can't give 3 rebounds up. Give up offensive rebound after offensive rebound.
Corbin Spencer with Jones on him. Warwick gets it back halfway through the shot clock. He's going to pull back and shoot the 3. Good.
Wow. I'll see your 3 and find mine.
That's 5 of them for Ken Warwick's here. He's got 19 points now.
High-level basketball game today, Rick, on both the men's and women's game.
Sure have been. It's been good.
Yeah, like Coach Ray likes to control tempo and try to find the matchup he wants out of these, and a lot of times it's going to be a Jones-Reed Jolly party.
Jones shoots it over Ken Warwick's. I think he's tired of being called for the charge, so he decided to just shoot over him.
He did, but that's okay. That's a tough contested 2. That's what you try to do, just a really good offensive play.
4:05 to play. Still haven't had the under 6 media timeout. Spencer with the basketball. Warwick gets it back. It's a little screen. 3 in the air. Off the iron. It's a miss, a rare miss for him. Here comes Jones. He's got a teammate. Doesn't take it. Threw it away.
Good hustle on the floor here by the Bears. Oh,
that's a foul. That's an intentional foul right there now.
That's a dirty play.
That is we call them flagrant fouls now. That's got to be one right there. I'm sorry.
Yep, a lot of heated. Both cooler heads prevailed. Thank goodness. But certainly a dirty play.
They're not going to call that a flagrant foul, Kelly.
They'll stop it and they'll review it, I think, after this.
We're going to the media timeout, so we'll have a minute to step away here. 3:43 to play. Bears on top by 2, and we'll sort this out when we get back. UPIKE Basketball and UPIKE Network.
Yeah, there's.
.43 to play here. Beauty of having a 2-time National Coach of the Year doing color is I can look at you and say, sort this out for us, Kelly.
Well, they did the right thing and huddled up after the timeout and gave himself a chance to review that. That was definitely a flagrant foul. We're going to get the shots right here and the ball back because we had possession back as well. And if you notice, we've got the next jump ball as well will be the on the Bears side.
Warwick's left that one short.
They got this time of the game. You got to take advantage of all your opportunities, and free throw line for the Bears. That's 5 of 6 for us.
68.5% shooter on the season, and that one's good.
Yeah, he's lost his concentration for a second there.
You know, that's a little bit understandable. I mean, he was picked up off the ground.
Yeah, and now it goes. Bears have the ball coming to full length of the floor,
and it's point of contact, what they call that there.
Yeah, that was the absolute right play. Coach Ray doesn't agree with it, but he would be mistaken on that one.
When he sees it, you'll see. So Warwick's with the basketball. Horns action here.
Yeah, little horns against the zone, which will end up handing off to man once we start moving. And here we've got the mismatch we wanted here on 5-on-2. Good sticking around there by Reed Jolly with a good play.
I'll tell you what, he's a good basketball player.
He really does. He plays out of every bucket of the game, from ball handling to defense. He just is all around good one.
And we got a foul on the cut now. We might get some tightening of the officials here.
It would have been nice if we did that quite a bit earlier. We wouldn't be in the position that we are.
Exactly.
But I think that timeout was handy too for everybody. I think it kind of cooled heads a little bit. But this is not where we want to put Thomas More all night.
No.
Well,
missed it. So they missed 3 here down the stretch.
Yeah, very uncharacteristic of them.
3-point lead for the Bears. 3:02 to play. Warwick's on the drive. Got Teton in the air. Spencer, 12 on the clock, goes right to the bucket.
Touched it last too. Yep,
he sure did.
That great play. I think that was Reed Jolly got a hand in on that block as well.
2:48 left here. The Saints could tie it with a 3.
A lot of fatigue, I think, out on the floor right now for both teams.
I think so too. Not seeing a lot of action from the bench, particularly in the second half. I don't even think that Vance has been in for the Bears, and he's a constant off the bench. 3 in the air. That's Veith. Good. We're tied at 67 with 2.5 to play.
Yeah. Good shot, good play right there. Got the flare. Should have not went underneath of it. Got to chase that one down, and Veith ties the game up at 67.
Parham, the dribble behind his back. Warwick's out of the corner.
Wow.
6 3-point baskets by the freshman, and he puts the Bears back on top 76. Kelly, we talk about Allie Stone on the women's side, that she just doesn't understand that there should be pressure playing against a team like this in a game like this.
He's playing loose, and I don't know how many times after Thomas Moore's made a 3 we've turned around and matched it on the other end, and that's a great response from a team that's really fighting to win.
Kean Warwick has 23 points on 10 shots from the field. He is 6 out of 8 from the arc and 8 assists in the game.
Yeah, and his emotional response that he brings to the table is off the charts too. And he doesn't back down. He continues to go, and this crowd stands behind him 100%. And what a great run right here. Now we've got to finish his last 2 minutes of the game.
2:11 on the clock. Bears by 3. It'll be Thomas More basketball.
That's 21 for Veith, 21 for Jones, 13 for Reed Jolly, 25 for Ken Warwick, 16 for Corbin Spencer, and 15 for Jacob Brown for the Bears. Shoot 47% from the field, 44 from the 3 for the Saints, 47 and 58 for the Bears.
58% from the arc.
Yeah, you're going to have some elbow action right here running through Reed Jolly, I would imagine, trying to get Veith and Jones an opportunity.
So here we go. That's Jolly, and that's Jones. Scott. Jolly broke to the bucket, and Bunch couldn't keep up with him.
Yeah, and they do a really good job running their offense. They're hard to defend, a lot of action, a lot of cuts. No surprise there. They got them a good look out of a timeout.
1-point game with 1:45 to play. Spencer finds Parham. Those two pass it back and forth. Now Parham is called for an offensive foul, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't see that one.
I wasn't paying close attention, so I'm going to give it wouldn't matter if I was or not, the call is the call.
Wait. They called that on Bunch.
moving screen.
Ah, okay. All right. Makes more sense now. Not a lot, but some. Veith gets it to Jolly. Veith, 3 in the air.
He has flopped almost every time he shot the ball tonight. That's the third flop he's had. There's a rule in that that's a technical.
And the first time they called will be next time they called will be the first time they called.
Yeah, they called it on us at Wilberforce for flop.
1:10 to play. Bears nursing a 1-point lead. Warwick's with 12 on the clock. Parham comes out and gets it. Guarded out there by Veith. 8 on the clock. Down the lane he goes. A little bit off balance. Left it short. Got his own rebound and put back.
Good persistence right there. Not sure what the.
Now we've got a whistle.
There's zero chance that he had any idea that there were 53 seconds on that clock. That is absolutely insane. Big possession, right? A 3-point lead. Running down the stretch. 48 seconds to play, and Coach Ray wants a timeout to talk it over.
47.4 to play. 72-69. David, we're just going to keep it, okay? Kelly, if you're Thomas More, what are you trying to do here? And if you're UPIKE, what are you trying to prevent?
Well, I don't know how many times out of the timeout that they haven't scored immediately. So Coach Ray will have something drawn up right here. I don't think they're going to panic out and try to take a 3 right here. They'll certainly give themselves options to get a 3 or a 2 in this scenario. The Bears have to do a great job of pressing up and not letting them have, not that we're giving a layup, obviously, but certainly not let them have an uncontested 3. And by all means, if you get them to miss a shot right now, you have to go rebound at full force. There's no need for anybody to check back, no need for anybody to try to get a run out. You've got to secure that rebound, and really your motto is a tough 2, a tough 3 right here, and then go rebound the basketball. And you're in the bonus on the next foul, so you've got an opportunity to do whatever you need to offensively. In the plan last time, getting Teddy Parham at the rim was a good plan. We got to continue that trend.
And Teddy, as the shooter, knew he had missed it short, and so went straight back up to get the rebound.
Yeah, nobody knows where that ball is going to go better than the shooter.
That's right.
You have an opportunity to watch it all the way. You feel it coming out of your hand and short, long, whatever, and that was an interior shot, but he did a great job of going back, getting the offensive rebound, and that was a huge rebound, and actually gave us a 2-rebound margin. I can't remember. Maybe it's a 4. 28 rebounds for Pikeville, 24 for Thomas More.
Jolly into Jones. Scott hands it back to Jones. He's got a lane to the bucket. Doesn't take it. 3 in the air for Veith for the tie, but Scott gets the rebound. Here comes Jolly. That's going to be Jones working against Corbin Spencer, and that's a foul.
Timeout on the side. Timeout.
Oh, he called timeout. Okay, we'll take that. Can we take a 30-second, David? We take a 30-second timeout? Okay, we'll do that. 31.2 seconds to play. Bears by 3. We're back in 30. UPIKE basketball on UPIKE Network. Student section's having a good time down there, Kelly. They're loving the music and they're loving the atmosphere here. Bears going for the sweep, 31.2 seconds to play. What is Ty Compton telling his team right now?
Well, obviously he was very disappointed with the way we handled that set, our switch. Jones actually had a naked layup, but he did a great job of feeding the shooter in the 3 who missed it. But we've got to do a better job out of timeouts on our defense right now. The ball is on the out of bounds underneath, I believe.
Jones, you're right. He had a wide open layup, but he kicked it to Veith, who has made 5 threes already. So, I mean, that was
pure luck that he didn't cash that one in.
Right.
We dodged a serious bullet.
They go 4 flat.
This will have something to do with Jolly right here.
And he gets the basketball with 13 on the clock. Scott.
Moving screen big
that's
time.
Veith, and that's going to be 5 of them on Teddy Parham. 5 fouls on Teddy Parham.
And Thomas More players are actually laughing at the referee on that one.
Yeah. Kelly,
Teddy needs to go to the bench. There's no reason to have this conversation.
Parham is, if you're wondering, Parham is not having a great offensive game. He's 3 for 15 now, but you notice he was the one who had the ball in his hands in a 1-point game on the last possession.
Oh, no question. He's a bucket getter at all times. He can get one any time. A great effort by Teddy right there. And really he had a defensive assignment tonight. He's either guarded Reed Jolly, which is a terribly tough cover, or Veith. Both of them are hard players to guard. So really not the worst scenario in the world right here. Put him at the free throw line. Now we've got to do a great job of boxing out right here and hope that they can miss a free throw or two down the stretch.
73% shooter on the season is Jolly. 2 out of 2 today. That one's good.
Not reading that right. He's a 40. No, it's not reading that right. Big free throw right here. Got to box out if the Bears get a chance to miss it. 1-point game with 25 seconds to go. You got potentially the last possession.
Now,
you got Thomas Moore picking up full court.
How far do you go before you foul?
There's a foul right there.
There it is at 19.2. Veith called for the foul.
You don't love the fact that your guard dribbles it to the coffin corner of the half-court stripe there, but he knew he had timeouts remaining. And he was going to call that timeout, but Veith got him on the arm before.
I like Corbin Spencer here.
Big one there. Big free throw right there, and also followed it up there with no, I'm not sure on the timeout scenario here. I apologize to our listeners.
83.1% shooter on the season. He missed that one.
Short.
So a 2 will tie it, 3 will win it, and they're going to call a timeout and talk about it with 13 seconds to play, 12.9 on the clock. They got a lot of options, Kelly. I'll say that much. Veith could shoot it. Jones could shoot it. Jolly.
I had a feeling this was going to come down to the wire for sure, and certainly we'll do that tonight. A lot at stake right here for the Bears. You got an opportunity to split a tiebreaker here for us if we can find a way to sneak this win out.
73-71. Bears on top.
Both teams in the bonus. It goes to the double bonus on the next foul either way.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, while we've got a second here, he's standing right down here in front of me. Sheck Nadai played for you for a while, and now he's moving to Nevada.
Yeah.
He's been an employee here for the last couple of years. One of our favorite people in the whole world. He's one of the nicest guys you'll ever want to talk to.
Yeah, we'll miss him, but couldn't be happier for a guy. No question about it. Just a wonderful human being who will make an impact as he goes on to further his career. And
yeah, boy. I wish him the best. I made it clear to him he's got a place here anytime he wants to come back.
That's absolute fact.
He is one of us, that's for sure.
We have slid our student section down to.
Yep, here they all come, including the coach.
Yeah, hopefully we'll have.
Well, I think that's why the coach is coming down. So here they go from side court. That's Jolly to Jones. Jolly gets it back. He's going to be the money man here with 10 on the clock. Working against Bradley Bunch. Crosses over, spins. He's open for the shot, and we're tied with 4 seconds to play at 73. Here comes Warwick's 2 on the clock. He stops. 3 in the air. Left it just short, and we're going to overtime.
Yeah, that was Reed Jolly missed that the last 3 attempts that he'd had at that elbow, and big players step up, and he made a big shot. He's made a bunch of those, and certainly I know the feeling of that one. But we got overtime basketball.
Our staff is begging for a technical foul over there on somebody. I don't know. There's obviously something happened I didn't see. So 5 more minutes of free basketball here for the folks at the gym.
I'm going to have to get down here, I think, and get them up in the bleachers.
I know I saw the coach come down with them.
Yeah, I'll be back.
All right, go ahead. Kelly Wells going to go do Kelly Wells work here. 5 minutes play, tied at 73. Bears are shooting 46.4% from the field. Thomas Moore is at 47.4. Both teams are shooting it well from the arc. 56% for the Bears, 14 out of 25. Thomas Moore is 11 out of 27, but 40.7% shooting is great out there. Bears are 70% from the line on 7 of 10. Thomas Moore, 8 out of 12, 66%. Bears have a 28-26 edge on the glass. 6 turnovers for Thomas Moore, 10 for the Bears. And we're going to play the extra period without Teddy Parham Jr., who has fouled out with 7.7 rebounds and 5 assists. So Bradley Bunch will be in the lineup here in his stead. And these 6, Kelly, are the only ones. I don't think Mark Mance has been in the game in the second half.
He has not been in the second half. Gave us some good minutes there in the first,
yes,
but not in the second.
He played 4 minutes in the first half.
Nobody really that's played is in any foul trouble with this overtime.
This is the jump ball, and it's going to go into the hands of Reed Jolly, and Jones has it now. Jones still with the basketball, working against Kean Warwicks, gets in the paint, jumps, and puts it in the bucket.
Yeah, great aggressive play there by Jones. Gave them a little bit of life, had them down 9 points, and gave them an opportunity to get in overtime. We're going to have to really respond here.
He's got 23 now. Warwicks with it. Spencer goes back to Warwicks. 15 on the clock. 3. Collins out of the corner. Ooh. Good. He's made 2. Both of them been out of that same spot.
Yeah, he likes that corner over there by his bench for sure.
Bears lead by 1, 76-75. 4 1/4 to play.
Yeah, we need to string some stops together if at all possible right here and walk. Get out of bounds.
Oh, nice job there saving that one inbounds by Scott.
Very athletic catch.
Jones with 10 on the shot clock. Spins, threw it away. Only the 7th turnover from Thomas Moore, but he threw it right to the football team.
Yep, they great influence here by the football team. Got them up in the bleachers where they need to be, and hopefully they'll carry us through here down this overtime.
Once they're up there, they can almost do what they want to, can't they?
Just stay off the floor.
20 on the shot clock as it goes to Bunch. Warwicks. It's Spencer. Warwicks will balance the floor here with 10 on the shot clock. Guarded out there by Veith. Bunch. Collins, 3 in the air. Off the back iron.
Got to get him back in that corner.
Yep, we sure do. Ross with the rebound for the Saints.
Every adjustment they've made defensively, Jones has been the one directing the team down that end. Anytime somebody needs to talk on a switch, it's been him making that call. Very headsy player.
You might hear his name called at the banquet next week, right?
No question.
3 in the air is no good, and the rebound is tipped by Warwicks into the hands of his teammate Devin Collins.
Great battle on the glass, and smallest guy on the floor gets the deflection you need.
Warwicks take his time here. Collins and Bunch out there with it. Brown back to Collins on the drive, working against Veith. 10 on the clock. There's Corbin Spencer working against Jones, drives the baseline. Brown going to put it on the floor. There's a good shot.
And he's
Spencer,
fouled.
3, and he's fouled.
What a great play right there.
How about that? Corbin Spencer shooting it out there at this time of game is a good time for the Bears. He's got his 5th three-pointer of the game. He's at 20 points now.
Making me nervous down here.
I understand.
Let's keep our guys off of the.
There's some of them are on the wood now. We'll tell you that. Spencer, and it's a 5-point lead for the Bears now with 2:38 to play.
Yeah, we got to string some stops together and go rebound it after you get them to miss a shot. You got to go rebound.
I think that's the key. Jones, that's Teaton. Teaton looking for a teammate to get it to. Jones comes and gets it now. 17 on the clock. Teaton posts up. Working against Brown.
Good defense there by the Bears.
Sure was. Here comes Jones on the drive. Working against Corbin Spencer. He spun. There's a 3. Jolly left it short, and it'll go out of bounds to the Bears because Kean Warwicks boxed his man out.
Another great box out right there, and a great challenge on that shot. Really got away with the travel. Jones drug his back foot. Great job by the Bears there on that stop, and big possession right here.
2:04 to play. Bears by 5. It's a top 20 team. It's been a nice win here for the home team.
Yeah, this will be another opportunity. We've got several top 25 wins with win over Freed.
Yep.
Georgetown. Be great to add this one to the resume.
There's Spencer. Left it short. Scott deflected it to Jones. Here comes Jolly spinning.
Great
Nice job by Bunch. Jump ball, and it's Bears basketball.
Great defense right there. I'm not sure there's any complaints about that whatsoever.
Again, that's a freshman.
Yeah, Bradley's done a great job defensively, and this is a good possession for us right now to get deep in the shot clock, and then if we get to the free throw line, would be awesome being in the double bonus right here. Just take care of the basketball, get late in the clock, and then get downhill.
Spencer pops out, 3 in the air, short.
Not the shot we wanted. That's way too early right there in the shot clock. Needed to get that deeper down. That's the one you take at 3 seconds in the shot clock.
Teton gets it to Veith.
Now you want to lock in a little bit, not let anybody catch it.
That's Veith with a 3, and it rattles home. Boy.
That was a tired shot by Veith. You could tell he was struggling to get that one off, but really nice job of getting that ball in the basket. That's a big shot there.
24 points for him, and he's made 6 3-pointers. We'll be back in 30 seconds. UPIKE basketball on the UPIKE Network. .1 ticks left here in the first overtime period. Bears on top 80-78 over Thomas More. And Kelly, we got the ball and a 2-point lead. This is what you want right here, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a great opportunity here. We got the jump around going on in the building. Let's hope the Bears jump around this last defensive possession right here.
Katrina Ruggles doing it across the way over there too. She's a lot of fun, I'm telling you.
Yes, definitely. She has a good time.
She is a good time for sure. And by the way, from the Cincinnati area.
Yes, she probably knows a lot of these kids too.
She probably does.
57 seconds to go. Jump ball possession goes to Thomas More if there's a tie up on the floor.
Works brings it down. Veith waiting on him, but he's waiting at the arc. Bunch to Spencer. Corbin wants to score again. Warwick's 15 on the clock now. Gets a screen, thought about it.
Yep, there it is.
There's the foul.
Yep, 2 hands on the foul.
68% free throw shooter is the freshman Kean Warwicks, 3 out of 4 today. 23 points to lead the Bears in scoring. And 36.7 ticks on the scoreboard.
2 big free throws right here for Kean.
Good.
Yep.
When Thomas More inbounds the ball, there will be a 6.7 second difference in the shot and the game clock. We will give shot clock time. Well, that's what matters right now. Kean can make it a 2-possession game. And he's going to do it too. Yep.
Big to get that to 4 points. You know that Thomas More is great executing out of timeouts. To have that cushion of that 4 points is a great opportunity for us to get a victory right here.
And the freshman leads all scorers now with 25 points.
He's played huge. He just everything on the floor. And the other night at Wilberforce, didn't have to score a point and control the game. Tonight he's had to put the ball in the basket. 9 assists, 25 points. Just got a chance here. If he gets one more assist to get a double-double, I'd love to see that too. That means we scored another bucket.
Score a bucket.
Hopefully we can get this thing going down the stretch here, but you're going to see a straight line drive as fast as you can get it going right here from the Saints. Don't be surprised. A charge opportunity right here, or obviously a block opportunity too. So hopefully they can get the ball stopped early. Don't know that zone's the right answer right here, but if you can slow them down any at all, that would be great.
Somebody needs to step in front of Jones. He's going to be on the drive.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind trying to take him away, but he just is jet quick. I don't know that you can actually take him away. Containment probably is the right idea with him, and then challenge any shots that are taken.
It would take a 3 and a foul to even the game here. Bears on top by 4.
Ball's coming the length of the floor. Got the run of the baseline. Limited pressure right here in our man-to-man.
So V's going to throw it into Jones. They had Jolly in the jump circle. He's going to back off down into the bucket. And Ken Works wants him to pick it up. Now he does.
You don't want to crowd too much to get blown by on that. And here's a straight line drive, good hand.
Oh, they called a foul on Ken Works. I thought it was a clean strip, but I look at it from a different angle.
Yeah,
that was 3 on him. Two shots.
You knew us coming downhill as fast as it could possibly go, and sure did. So you'll see a little pressure here applied by Thomas Moore as well after these free throws, regardless, makes or misses. 1 for 2 the last time at the line. Nothing but nylon there.
He fell in that time too, but he made that one. Lead is 3, 31.8 seconds, so 1.8 second difference in the shot clock and the game clock here. Made them both.
Big
it's
shots
a 2-point
right
game.
there. 2-point game for the Bears.
Well, he's good. 25 in the game for him.
You got to work to get open. Oh, Lordy.
Nice job by Warwicks. And he gets it to Bunch. We get it across the timeline. They're going to try to foul him.
We got a timeout.
The Bears called
timeout. Good job.
Bears called timeout.
Ken Works got scratched and clawed. I think he's bleeding on the sideline over there. And no call whatsoever, which is fine as long as the time runs, I guess, right?
That's right. 25.5 seconds to play here. So Bunch will not shoot.
No, he will not.
Bears will bring it in.
Coach has called a timeout on that sideline over there.
So, Kelly, how much more pressure at this point in the game getting the ball inbound?
Well, that's the dynamic of having the timeout right there. Now you're on the side out of bounds, having to get the ball in against a very good defensive team. So a little bit challenging there, but again, every coach has a selection of 10, 12 side out of bounds plays they like to run right here. And we'll try to get our best free throw shooters' fingerprints on the ball as best we can. And if we need to call timeouts, you need to make sure in the timeout you talk to your team about how many timeouts you've got remaining.
How big was that timeout? Bradley Bunch, for all he can do at the arc, is 4 out of 13 from the free throw line this season.
Yeah, he was 2 for 3 at Wilberforce, so he's coming in on a hot streak.
Good. I like that. So those 5, will be the 5 coming out for the Bears. Warwicks, Collins, Spencer, Brown, Bunch.
Yeah, this is a little bit where you miss Teddy Parham because he can get open and get the basketball, and he also can make his free throws on that end. So right now you're trying to get that basketball in the hands of Ken Warwicks and Corbin Spencer and Devin Collins as best you can. And they're going to come after you. They're going to be very aggressive, trying to take cuts away, may even try to foul you before you get it in.
That's why Bunch is throwing it in bounds here. Still looking. Spencer gets it. And there's the foul.
There you go.
It's on Kyle Ross. I don't think it matters at this point.
Yeah, very, very good coaching. You knew you had the jump ball possession there, and all the players tried to go for the jump ball. Really great job of coaching right there. Just got a foul called there. Now you've got Corbin Spencer at the free throw line for 2 shots. Not being a regular bonus gives you a great opportunity right here.
And he left it short. So now we got a sub. They're going to take Warwicks out.
Put a little more size on Jones coming down the floor, so he has to at least contest over top.
Kenyon Cutlip we haven't seen today. 6'3" freshman from Science Hill High School in Johnson City. And it's a 1-possession game now, 3-point lead with 22.4 seconds left.
Yeah, you like to keep that 4-point margin. Miss an opportunity right there from the free throw line. Now we got to play defense.
We're going to put Cutlip over here on
he's going to be locked in. He's not going to leave.
And now Thomas Moore calls the timeout. 20.7 on the clock. 83-80. I'll tell you, I understand. I really do. But Warwicks can do so many things.
See how many fouls he got.
Ken has 3.
3 fouls.
And nobody else has more than 2 for the Bears.
The hard part, it gives an opportunity for them to shoot over Ken at the basket, but he's just so competitive. He's going to make some kind of a play.
You had a lot of small guards. The national championship team, we started 3 guards 6 feet and under.
Yeah, you can be small. You just can't be soft.
Yeah.
And if you're small and soft, you have no chance to. And they're actually working on Ken right now. He's got blood on his.
Yeah.
His arm might be a piece of why he's not in the game right now.
I know Ken a little bit. I don't think that would affect him in one way whatsoever.
Not him, but if he's got blood on him, they're going to make him come out.
Yeah. Well, you know, and the other thing is he's got blood on him because the officials didn't do their job.
Yeah, that was that was definitely a foul down here on this end.
So 20.7 seconds to play here. It's 83-80. Bears on top in the first overtime period, hopefully the last overtime period.
Yeah, big possession right here. Got a 3-point lead. Possession arrow goes to the Saints. Got to force tough contested shots. You know they're going to do a lot of good screening and moving right here. Got to do a great job of making it very, very tough as best you can.
And Kean Cutler hadn't been on the floor today. And with 20.7 seconds to go, he's in. There's Jones with the basketball. We got Corbin Spencer guarding him. Gets it back, drives the baseline. There's a three, and it is off, no good. Spencer got the rebound, but stumbled out of bounds. 9.2 to play.
He got pulled backwards with no call, but you gotta secure that. Great job of the baseline pass to Veith. That was the play they ran earlier. Got the wide open three.
And Veith is 6 out of 14 from the arc, if you're wondering.
9 seconds to go. 3-point lead. Got to have great communication right here.
Jones gets it in. Three from the corner, no good. Deflected. Cutlip with the rebound, and he's going to go to the line.
Great rebound right there by Kean Cutlip. Very, very nice job of securing the rebound. That's about the toughest three you could have shot. I mean, the angle we were looking dead at it. He was deep in that corner, and that's a tough angle to try to get that in there. Jalen
Scott, the sophomore, who shot that one from really behind the backboard. And Cutlip needs one to secure the win here with 4.3 to left. He hasn't shot many on the season, I'll tell you that. You missed that one.
Looked a little tight on that. Got to loosen up, get that one out of the way. You got the second one right here. And
60% shooter, 8 out of 14 after that miss.
It's a tough spot to be in, but this is what you play for. It's what you practice for.
Guarantee he shot big shots for Science Hill. That was good, and Bears just secured an overtime win over a top 20 team. 4.3 seconds to go. They're going to roll it up. Jones picks it up, going to shoot the deep three, and it banks it in with 0.8 of a second to play to make it a 1-point game, and Bears call a timeout. 0.8 of a second to play here. Kelly has abandoned us, and for good reason. He's got work to do. His AD role comes first, and he's trying to keep those guys off the floor. In a 1-point game with 0.8 of a second to play. So nice free throw down there by Kenyon Cutlip. I keep calling him by the wrong name. And then the answer by Jacob Jones, who has 28 points, and he's 3 of 3 from the arc. So it's an 0.8 of a second left. You really want to get it inbounds and hope if they can foul, somebody gets a free throw. So, and also, don't forget that when the clock hits a hand, it will run. 0.8 of a second left. That's not a lot of running. So let's see who comes out. I think Cutlip is out now. That means that Kean Warwick will be back on the floor with Corbin Spencer, Collins, Brown, and Bunch. That's the case here for the Bears. So we'll throw it in. It'll be Bunch to throw it in. And the Bears run 3 guys all the way at the other end of the floor, and Warwick's at the free throw line. All you got to do is try to get a hand on it here. Bunch throws it down the floor. It's caught by Collins, and the Bears win it 84-83. Big time play that time by the freshman Bunch. Collins caught it, wrapped it up, and the Bears get the win over Thomas More to send them into the conference tournament on a hot streak.